Greetings, loved ones. Andrew Reagan here. I have a quick 5-minute core exercise drill to do to get this whole three-dimensional core fired up. So we're not just talking abdominals, but we're also talking back, glutes, and really any muscle that connects to the pelvis. Our true center of gravity is our pelvic floor. So technically any muscle that connects to the pelvis is a core muscle. So we will make sure to train the core, front, back, sides, rotational, and get this whole pelvic core girdle really strong and engaged. This is going to make sure that our low back feels secure, and when we're doing our strength training exercises, we know how to engage through the glutes, the core, to keep ourselves feeling strong and safe. Begin by coming down to your back, and we'll do a single leg glute bridge. Walking the shoulder blades underneath you. We're going to rock out 10 reps each side. So squeezing through the glute. Sometimes if the glute's feeling sleepy, you can take your hand towards your glute to make sure that it's firing up. We're going to go 5 foot close to us and then walk the foot further away and 5 further away to get the hamstring a little bit more fired up and dialed as well. So that's 9 and 10. Switch sides, foot close to you. When you have the heel and the foot close, it's going to be more glute engagement. 3, 4, 5. Bring the butt down, walk it further away. Hand is getting fired up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulling the knees into the chest, inhaling. Reverse crunch, exhaling, straightening out the legs. Pushing low back into the ground. Returning, inhale and exhale. Now the most important part of this exercise is we extend the legs away. Don't yank them back in. Right, slowly pull it back in so you keep the lower abdominals recruited and we don't dump into the low back or the hip flexors. So find where you can straighten out the legs the most. Maybe this is where you're starting here. That's okay. Keep the recruitment by pushing low back into the ground, squeeze low belly, and bring it back. Exhale as you extend. Inhale, bring it back. 3 more. Again, sometimes it helps to take hands to the area we're trying to target. So I have my hands just underneath my belly as I strengthen the lower abdominals. Good job, and bring them in. Gooey ducks, turning on side core and lateral hip. Lift up and bring it back down. Lift up the hips and AB duck, turn on the lateral glute. Going 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and switch it up. Stacking the hips on top of each other, pulling the shoulder away from the ears, lifting the hips off the ground, AB ducting, lifting up the top hip, gently kicking it back too. So you feel not just the lateral hip and the TFL, but also the glute. Bring it back down 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna feel the bottom side glute working as well. 8, 9, 10. Good. Returning to the other side so our shoulder can take a break. And doing a kneeling Copenhagen plank, getting the inner thigh fired up. So pull the bottom knee into your chest, the top knee into the earth, lift the hips up, and lift that that front thigh off the ground. Squeeze the inner thighs together as you pull the knee into the chest, and we're gonna hold anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. If this is aggressive on the knee, you can place a pillow or maybe roll up your yoga mat underneath the knee as well. Bring the hips down, switch sides. Right, top knee on the earth, bottom knee pulled into the chest, push the knee down, lift the hips up, and take that front knee or the knee closest into the chest off the ground. Great way to fire up the inner thighs, the groin, and the muscles that connect to the base of the pelvis and the side core too. Whew. Bringing it down, staying about 20 seconds. Last exercise, Superman, extending the arms overhead, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, pushing the pelvis into the ground and back. So now we're turning on all the muscles in the back of the body. If this is too much in the neck, you can pull the elbows down towards the hips or come into more of a locust pose variation and lift the hands, lift the feet and the knees off the ground as you squeeze the muscles in the hammies, the glutes, the low and mid back. Busting out 10 reps. coming up, shaking yourself off, get your core nice and fired up. Thanks.